Hey, so I have a question for you. Do you feel lost? Do you feel like you have nowhere secure? You don't know what's going to happen next, and it's causing you a lot of anxiety and fear? If you want to deal with your fear and take hold of your future, keep listening. When I lost everything that I was scared to lose, the amount of fear that I felt was so intense that I started hallucinating. And it happens. I would close my eyes and I would just feel like I was stuck in a concentration camp from World War II. Okay, that had more to do with my worst place that you could ever be, thanks to my interest in early 20th century history. And that definitely was the worst place you could ever be. And that was just what I felt when the worst thing that could ever happen happened. And yes, it led me down a very fear filled path. At one point, my brain decided, hey, you know what? The best thing for you to do is down that bottle of pills over there and a bottle of pills over there. And life will be, that's what you're supposed to do because it's not going to get any better. Thankfully, my walking towards the kitchen to get that bottle of pills, I woke up. And I don't know if it's because I'm a Taurus or born in the year of the ox, but I am stubborn. And that stubborn nature helped me to keep going, take another step, figure out how I could beat back the fear that I felt every day because I didn't know what was going to happen next. Every time I would start to feel like I just got on some stable ground, the rug would be pulled out from under me and boom, flat on my ass. I'm not kidding. Whether it was relationships, jobs, or my divorce, or my kids, there was just something almost every day that knocked me off course. And I know the world feels like that right now to a lot of people, especially south of the 49th parallel. And I really do worry for our American neighbors, especially the blue American neighbors who are struggling with what's going to happen tomorrow when they wake up, or even what's going to happen in the next hour if Mr. Trump is put in front of a microphone. It's not an easy time. And I know that you're scared, but there's something you can do. You can take action towards your goal, your life, what you want. You can take action to secure yourself. I wouldn't say stop watching the news or don't know what's going on. You have to know what's happening so that you can position yourself to ensure that you're going to survive the coming storm. If you don't know that there's a trade war going on, you know there's a trade war going on, but you don't really know how it's going to affect you, you're going to get broadsided when that pink slip comes in and says, well, sorry, we're not, you're gone. And then where? What? Then where? One thing that Prime Minister Carney said in one of his press conferences in answer to a question of a reporter was politicians, political leaders have something called contingency plans. And they have contingency plans on top of contingency plans for the worst case scenario. Doesn't mean that they expect the worst case scenario, just means that if it happens, they know what to do. And that is a big part of getting over fear. If you know that if the worst thing that you're catastrophizing in your mind is going to happen, but you know what you're going to do if it does happen, it's not scary anymore. So make a plan. for maybe you lose your job. What are you going to do? What do you need to have in place in case you've lost that job? What should you be doing now? Things like maybe going for coffee with lots of different people, talking about different things in your profession and the industry, where the industry is going, get their opinion on how solid things are, or what they're going to do if things aren't going to go right. Are they looking for anyone? If they're looking for somebody, what do they usually look for? Take the time to reach out, network, meet people, research, ask them, what is your company feeling? And are they going to be, do you think that they're going to be laying people off, or do you think they're going to be hiring people? And if they're hiring people, what kind of things do your people look for when in a resume and in a person? This research, one-on-one research with people, not just on the internet, will help you to create a plan. Because once you know that, then you can start, oh, well, I need to have this on my resume, so what can I do to get that? Or I have to make sure that you have it and that you put that on the resume in case you need it. You may not need it today, but you might need it in the future. Maybe there's a course that you need to take, a certification that you've been putting off that might help you keep your job, let alone help you get another one in case you lose it. Do you have money in the bank? How are you going to pay the rent or the mortgage for 3 to 6 months? What can you start look at your budget. Maybe you can start cutting back on certain things that you spend money on. Where are the waste? Where isn't the waste? Now you feel like you're getting control of your life because you're getting control of your spending. And fear is just because you don't feel in control. It's unknown. You don't know what's going to happen. You have no control, and you get scared. Here's what I want you to do. Last point that I'm going to make. Stop what you're doing. Think about the worst thing that could happen and write a list of things that you need in order to succeed in case that happens. And then see how you feel. Do you feel better, less afraid, more in control of your life? Or are you still scared? Anxiety is a horrible thing. It stops you from being the hero. It stops you from moving forward, taking action, and getting control of what your life. You don't want to control anyone else's. Villains control other people. You want to control you and your life. You can only control what you think, what you say, and what you do. And if you do those things with plans in place, you feel a lot better. Why do you think first responders practice so much? They don't just, do nothing, sit around waiting for a 911 call. They practice about what they're going to do when that 911 call comes in. They look at situations from the past, figure out how they should have done it better, practice those things. So when they get into these chaotic, uncertain, scary situations, they aren't scared because they know what to do. And you can do that too. Until next time, feel out.